It is 3 o'clock in the morning here in Barrow, Alaska, and in this video we'll be exploring the town and capturing the wildlife that Barrow has to offer in mid-June. Welcome to the top of the world. Okay, bye Ella. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. That's nice. Alright, so I just landed at Anchorage. They have got to change this. I've seen the same bear footage for the past 7 years. It's probably been longer than that, but I'm gonna try to get a rental car for a couple hours. I am going to Barrow, but I gotta be back at 12:30. It's 8 o'clock right now. So if I can rent a car for 4 hours, cool. If not, I might have to Uber to the camera shop. I gotta get a battery for a future trip. Well, just as I suspected, there were no rental cars available, so just got dropped off with an Uber. Came here to just this little pond, and I'm gonna just walk around. There's a spot I can get some nice drone shots of downtown Anchorage, and I just got the FAA approval to get some shots here, so pretty excited to get these here in a minute. Trying to see if there's any cool birds here. They're loud, but a bunch of seagulls and geese, and I ain't taking a photo of a Canada goose. Right here is an Arctic tern, and honestly it's pretty nice. I should take my camera out for that. I'm gonna continue this walk here and get some drone shots of downtown. You guys are in Anchorage Airport, you gotta check out the sushi on the fly. It is the best Chinese food in Alaska. Welcome to Barrow, Alaska. Already have to get in a cop car. Hey buddy. You have one of those? So how's this for a rental car? I got a side-by-side. We're gonna see how it is. The guy said that it's not driving too good, but I'm gonna follow my friend Shane back to his place and then talk to you more there. Alright, so I'm at my buddy Shane's house here. He is a police officer up here in Barrow, and he's cooking me dinner. I get a fresh homemade dinner when I get here, which is pretty nice. But yeah, that's one thing I always say about traveling, which is really nice, is try to make some connections. Shane is a really good friend of mine. We met in Kodiak a few years ago, 2019, and we became best friends. But he ended up moving on out of Kodiak. He got a job up here in Barrow, and I finally got a chance to come up. So I have a place to stay. I have that side-by-side as a rental car, so traveling can not be expensive if you make the right connections. So I'm excited to see what we can capture here in Barrow, and we have unlimited daylight. We have 24-hour sunlight, and I'm kind of interested to see what it looks like at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning if I could stay up that late, because I'm turning into a grandpa. Like, I like to be in bed by 9 o'clock. I'm standing here at the edge of the earth. This is the Arctic Ocean behind me here, and I'm gonna get some drone shots right now, but this is pretty cool. It's my very first time seeing the Arctic Ocean. And well, there's really nothing special about it besides there being a bunch of ice in there. But it's really cool to know we are on top of the world right now. Shane's partner, was that your partner? Yeah. Just radioed him in and said there's a polar bear sighting. So we're gonna go see if we can get my first ever polar bear. I'm not gonna lie to you, I came here expecting not to see one. I know it's a pretty good place to see them, but things don't always work out, and I just really wasn't anticipating one. So it would be really, really cool if we do, like on day one, just a couple hours after landing. Well, you'll never see it on the camera I'm recording with. Barely see it on this with the 400mm with a 2x converter, but I got my first ever polar bear, so that's cool. Really wasn't expecting to get one at all. And yeah, not the best shot, but it's a pretty dang cool shot because it's a polar bear. Hey guys, I'm just jumping in here to let you know that if you're interested in learning wildlife photography or videography, I now offer a wildlife masterclass that covers everything. From taking photos and videos to editing them and everything in between. This masterclass is designed for anyone from absolute beginner to professional photographers looking to dive into the videography world. There's over 4 hours of videos that covers wildlife photo editing, video editing, and setting up your camera, getting the shot, all the settings you need for all wildlife moments. There's a cheat sheet for wildlife shutter speeds, and that cheat sheet offers you certain shutter speeds for certain animals, ensuring that your photo will always be sharp. Check out the masterclass with the link in the description to this video. And if you're still watching this part, use code ERMY, E-R-M-Y at checkout for $100 off. Now let's get back to the video. Alright, it is 10:30 p.m. and it doesn't really matter what time it is because we have unlimited daylight. I do want to kind of get maybe some golden hour. Like, it's actually pretty nice lighting right now, and I imagine like 2-3 o'clock in the morning is gonna look really good, but I'm gonna get some sleep. I got this stupid post-nasal drip cough that gets so bad at night, so I just want to close my eyes and hopefully make it out this morning like 2 or 3 o'clock so I can see what it's like in golden hour. Got some drone shots that I want to try to get. I'll see you guys in the morning. You want to guess the time? 2:15 a.m. Yeah, the only time I woke up for photography at 2:15 a.m. is for the Northern Lights, not the actual light. This is this is pretty cool. This is insane. I just woke up from a nap, by the way, so I'm a little tired. I want to know, what is a more wild statement? The fact that it is June in Alaska and my fingers are frozen right now, or it is 2:30 in the morning and I had to put an ND filter on my drone to fly it. What's more crazy? is a bowhead whale skull. The natives use these. Obviously, they call the Barrow whalers on the football field. These things are massive and they feed so much of the town. I wish I was able to be here during a whale festival and, you know, a whaling where they can, you know, dissect it. It's like a big celebration here. Skull is bigger than me. Like, look at this. Like, that's insane. As I find myself photographing birds at 3 o'clock in the morning here in Barrow, Alaska, under the midnight sun, I find that I'm asking myself one question. What is the point of having all this sunlight if it's this cold? Man, I'm just freezing. Should have brought gloves. I did it, especially if I'm driving a side-by-side. Lesson learned. I'm gonna go get some gloves. It's cold. It was like actually 50 degrees. It was actually really comfortable all day. But now it's, you know, 3 o'clock in the morning. Sun's going down a little bit. It's like 35 maybe. Oh man. All right guys, I am back to the place I am staying at and I'm gonna get some sleep and really I'm trying to warm up and I'll catch you guys in the morning. All right guys, I was so cold last night. It's actually pretty late. It's 12 o'clock. I needed some time to recover. I was up for like 24 hours and then I had that cold and I haven't been feeling well, so I'm gonna throw everything I got on today while I'm driving a side-by-side. I'm gonna be out most of the day by myself and we'll be able to explore some of Barrow. Now, that side-by-side does have this weird pull to it, and I'm not gonna go to super off-road or anything. Maybe supposedly later on tonight we're gonna go to the point. Just wanted to show you guys how I'm dressing. So, got some shorts on, and then I'm gonna throw on some pants here. Sitka jacket. This thing is pretty good. I mean, I wear it kind of year-round. It's not the warmest for the winter time. I wouldn't wear it in extreme cold, but it works pretty good for 30 to 50 degrees. It's funny, when I was in Kodiak, I told myself to bring some hat and gloves, and it just obviously wasn't important for me enough to remember, and I forgot them, and I regretted it. But yeah, hopefully you guys liked that footage last night. Let's go see what we can capture today. I spent some time getting some side-by-side drone footage, and then I've been photographing some birds and ducks all day. Still fairly early, it's like 3 o'clock. I'm gonna keep heading downtown, might go warm up for a little bit and maybe get some more shots. This is where you get your groceries and snacks from in Barrow. They used to have 2 grocery stores, but they just couldn't keep up with products, so it's just the AC store. There's a lot of these in remote Alaska, the AC store. And yeah, this one is Barrow's. Prices weren't too bad, I'm not gonna lie. It was, you know, expensive for sure, but like comparing prices to Kodiak, honestly, not the worst. Not the best either. See these oil tanks behind me? Barrow gets 2 barges a year, and it's, well, really 1, because in the summer, one time they'll get a barge that brings in some building supplies and some big things that can't be flown in. They bring in things like side-by-sides and 4-wheelers. Depending on how big they are, they can bring a lot of stuff in via Alaska Cargo. But for the bigger stuff that can't fit, they bring the barge in. But like I said in the beginning, these oil tanks here, they bring all of their gasoline for the year once in the summertime. So my question is, what would happen if like it's just the worst ice and wind and snow where a barge can't get in here? Do they have enough gas for 2 years? I don't know. Maybe they don't have that issue, but that would be just something I would personally think about. Pretty cool though. That's where all their gasoline is stored for the year. I guess I'm not gonna be crossing this right here. So that's pretty cool. I just recorded these birds doing it with each other, and it was quite a quickie. But one of the things I haven't mentioned in this video is it's kind of hard to just come up to Barrow because one, it's hard to find a place to stay. They have a hotel. You can rent a car, but it's often busy, especially this time of year because there's a lot of birders come up and they have this booked years in advance. But the other thing is you can't just walk off the side of the road. Anything off the road is considered the tundra, and you do need a permit to get that, and they don't just give permits to everyone. You have to apply for it and everything. So just something to think about. You can't just walk off the road system if you come here and rent a car. I am gonna send my DJI Avata 2 FPV drone right through this whale arch right into the Arctic Ocean. Let's fly. Alright, I got myself some warm food here. It is some prime rib that was soaking up in a crock pot all day. It's going to be nice and good, a nice warm meal. It's about 10:30 right now, and at midnight we're going to try to head to the point and hopefully, one, reach it. Maybe see some polar bears, king eiders, hopefully something. But I still got this cough, and it gets worse at night, so I'm thinking this nice hot meal is gonna get me going pretty good. This side-by-side has doors. I should be warmer tonight. Big tracks out into the Arctic Ocean. This is the farthest north you can go in America. This is Point Barrow. Oh, yeah, way out there. eider. So this trip is a big success. I got polar bear and a king eider, and I got some beautiful sunset shots right before summer solstice, like 24 hours before summer solstice. It's 1 o'clock in the morning right now, 1:30 in the morning. The sun's still out, and we're just gonna head back on this soft sand. We got one more thing to show you. You don't want to miss that. And I just want to give a big shout out to those hunters out there. They were looking for a seal, and they were like, hey, there's a bunch of king eiders over there. And man, I probably wouldn't have noticed them. And they gave us a nice show. They flew right past us, big flock of them. So really, really cool moment that I was able to capture with my buddy, Shane. This here is what we call the Bonepile, or the graveyard, or something. It's a bunch of dead whales that they drag out here after their big festival in October, and these bones still stink in June, almost a year later. It's pretty rough smelling. I'd imagine it's probably worse in the when it first happened, or probably like a month after decaying. But yeah, this is pretty cool. A lot of bones here at the Bonepile. You know what I think the Bonepile needs? A little bit of the DJI Avata 2 FPV. Let's get a couple shots. I think it's gonna look epic with this sun here. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. guys. So I gotta go back. I lost my little white camera on my forehead, and that's all my behind the scenes footage. Unbelievable. Went to bed at 3 a.m. The cough woke me up at 5 a.m. It's now 8:30. Coffee machine was down, so had to resort to an energy drink. Well, haven't found the hat yet, but I just saw a polar bear, and as soon as he heard their side by side, he took off into the ocean. By the time we were close enough, I mean, it's just him running away, which is pretty unfortunate, but that was really, really cool to see. He did turn back a couple times. So a lot of heat waves, so they're probably not great photos, but it's something. And that was pretty cool. Let's go. Let's freaking go. We got our hat back. I have a feeling this is hot. Alright, so just had breakfast here at the Top of the World Hotel. Really good breakfast, but also it's a hotel, like I said. You can get a tour here. So if you can't find a vehicle, if you come to Barrow, you can go in there, ask for a tour, and get signed up so you can see some things that you couldn't see without a car.
Hey guys, I hope that you enjoyed Barrow, Alaska. It was really fun visiting my friend Shane. It made it really easy to travel up there. Like I mentioned earlier, if you want to check out my wildlife masterclass, there's a link in the description. Subscribe to the channel for more Alaska content. In the meantime, check out this video right here. And with that, that's all I have. Thanks for watching.